Okay.
My daughter Tanya and her fiance Terry are having the wedding in less than a week. And today Tanya's dress arrived. What are you doing right? This really amazing place.
What's up, Alf?
Halloween theme, buddy?
I am just currently tracking down various.
No, we're looking at it.
Oh, what's up, guys?
No, we're looking at it.
Oh, what's up, guys? Gotta go and get the water. So, if any of you have been following me on Facebook, I had a single post where I am keeping people up to date with the way things are running in the trailer. Now, as soon as night fell, hold on. As soon as night fell, the temperatures in the trailer started to drop. Well, started to drop by 5 degrees in a single hour, pretty much, or maybe 2 hours. In any case, by the time I got into the trailer, it was 70.1 degrees. Oh yeah, I have a Facebook. Where's Noah? Has he eaten? I have no idea, Nelson. No idea. My brother did such a good job on that bathroom. Oh my god. I need to go and do the same thing in this room. The trailer is technically ready to go for the animals on the animal side of that partition. But I don't think we're going to start moving anybody in until we get the... No fucking way. How many times you got to go out tonight?
He prefers going potty.
I think that is entirely irresponsible on his part. You want water? Alright, I'm going to hit the pillow with it. Yes, I have Facebook. You can actually track me down using my name. It's got the Critter Keeper emblem on it. Just go look for Hiram. And you should be able to find it. It's really hard to miss. Now, Oliver, I will take you out after I do my first set. But we need to get going on the sets. And thank you. It is my birthday. I survived another year around the sun.
Yay!
Oliver, I said, let me do one set. Let me do one set, and then I'll take you out. That's what I said. Can you not wait for one set? Baby boy, are you going to have a problem with that? Hope he doesn't have a problem with that.
I heard some bull out.
Look up Hiram and Schoonover, and it should be available for you to join the crew that follows me on there. I typically don't friend people back unless I really truly know them, but you can follow my account like many other content creators. Now, I don't spend a heck of a whole lot of time promoting myself on Facebook, primarily because my current landlady utilizes Facebook. And
Hey, once it's his our name.
oh yeah, once it's in our name, I'm gonna go hog wild up in this bitch. You guys will not be alone. Oliver? Really?
He's like, I'll wait here, Dad.
The biggest one, which means the one that we're gonna have
Alright.
because we've always had bigger dogs.
HIRAM. You wanna help him out? You can actually go and give me a second.
So Gilbert and Crunch are the two dogs that we adopted really connected with. And I love the fact that they picked two of our dogs that have been with us for so many years. And Gilbert came over
Do,
to Los Angeles. We rescued him off the streets. We've had this dog for about 7 years. Sadly, Gilbert gets looked over and passed up time after time again. He's a big, powerful dog. Look at him. Hi, bud.
That's a dog right here.
come on.
A lot of dogs. Hi. Wow. He is huge. Oh my God. But size is good. We love the power breed. Big dogs. We've never had a dog less than 100 pounds.
Big old water.
I don't know why would I do a birthday card?
Big, loving,
No.
American's very safe.
No.
Are you gonna send yourself a birthday card?
You can actually hold going to the restroom, which tells us that it's more.
Fucking
Back in California,
this is why I hate slow electronics. Like either be standard or don't be at all. I have 662 followers. No, I'm following 662. Mm.
Come on. Oh my gosh. Hi, baby. Hi. Crunch is so loving. He is so disaffectionate. He's beautiful. He's just a beautiful dog. He's just like a real nice companion. He's just chill. I think he will be well. Like
One moment.
also.
And then I gotta plug this in because it's down to like 13%. What's up?
Crunch is awesome, and so is Gilbert. It's going to be one of the harder decisions I've had to make in a very long time. So our next step then is we're going to work on another plan I have to kind of figure out which one's going to be most comfortable with your lifestyle. Whichever one does the best.
Oh my God.
We'll really have our decision because I want them to be just as comfortable as we are. It's going to be their home too. All right, so we'll walk it out. We would like this to work out because nothing would excite us more than to see one of our dogs hit the highway. A few hours after Lee and Brandy left, I got an emergency phone call. A woman spotted a white pit bull loose in this desolate field on the outskirts of New Orleans. What's got me really worried
Boom!
is that
There we go.
exact same spot.
That
Days past the little box of Sasha. It's at the end of
is my Facebook.
We're out in the middle of nowhere.
Now.
Infested with wild hogs, gators, snakes. I don't get scared really easy, but this place really raises my hair on the back of my neck. It's almost dark, and when night starts to fall, it's just not a place that I really feel comfortable being in. So we've got to find a spot for it. Right there. Oh my God. Thank goodness when I pulled up, I
Here we
spotted
go.
him right away. Hey, Mama. It's hit or miss with stray dogs. You know, some dogs
All right.
see you, some dogs are scared, they want to run away. Hey, Mama. Hi.
Hiram, that's a very majestic name. Yes, it was given to me by my mother, hoping that I would be a good brother.
Hi, Mama.
Because I was named after a good brother. At least as far as the LDS are concerned, Hiram was a good brother to Joseph Smith. While I do seem to think that I'm a good brother now, let me tell you, I was a shit brother when I was younger. So, yeah.
Underneath her, I felt, and I tried to squeeze milk out of her to see.
Yeah, it should, HTTPS,
Pretty recent.
www.facebook.
Somewhere out in that creepy wasteland.
Oh, wow, acid coming in strong tonight.
Easy pickings for the gators and the hogs out there.
Oh.
Well, let's go try to look for some puppies. She has puppies.
All right.
When I found this skinny, emaciated dog, I could hear in your face. Well, let's go. So I said, you know, some puppies if they are out here. You know, puppies? I don't know.
Ooh.
Come on.
Oh, that was difficult. Oh.
See where she would lead me.
Oh.
Straight woods. Straight woods.
Who's the person that died on stream from the spider bite? I don't know.
Hoping that she would just
But we will find out after I'm done. What?
No.
Well, it wasn't Peter Parker, okay? Because we all know how that turned out. All right. But we can research that after I'm done with the sets. We take the dogs out. We take care of the first animals.
Why does that smell like egg?
High protein. That or you have a gas leak other than you? Peter Parker is a legend. Can't copy the link? No, you click on it. You don't copy, you just click on it. It should send you directly to it. Here, let me try. Boop. Don't try to copy it, just click on it. You click on it, it'll take you to my Facebook. Okay, Alf. All right, Alf. Hold on.
It told me that there's probably no puppies out there.
Long the way. Good God,
What's really
God,
the saddest thing
good
is
God.
humans did this to her. And here she's asking a human again,
I thought I saw a pen down here.
and that's forgiveness. I promise, it won't leave you. It won't leave you.
I put my pen back in my purse.
Damn.
Understand?
Where the fuck did my pen go?
Special.
Oh, haha. All right, Alf. Tell me what yours is, and I'll track you down.
With one dog coming in, it's good to know that one dog needs to go down. Our latest two adopters fell really hard for Crunch and me and Brandy are going to have to make a tough decision. But first, we need to make sure that both of the dogs are okay with life. Oh no, you're working? Our neighbors just fleet of very big trucks. We have some trucks that are going to adopt a dog from us. And the dogs feel comfortable around the they have a big rig. Matt and I went next door and asked Kendrick if he would help us out. We can bring the dog over. Okay, thank you so much. Okay. I have 3 steps. Our first step was to just leave the truck stationary.
6.
And let each dog walk up and kind of get a look at
Whew.
what was before them.
Not much, Spanky.
We first got out French, walked it up to the truck,
All right.
opened the door.
But if you haven't followed the link to my Facebook,
French scooped,
do so now or forever hold your peace.
stood up,
You can follow me there,
interesting.
but
Ran in the direction.
I will be switching it to
This may not be the dog friend. He was absolutely petrified of that truck. He's disappointed.
the Discord here in a second.
I'm not going to force a dog to do something he doesn't want to do. I'm not going to take a dog and put him in a situation where he's afraid. So I said, well, we got one more shot at this. And I had that for October. Yeah. So,
Lightfire would not surprise me by leaving the group. He's done it before,
Let me check.
possibly to get a rise out of everybody, which is very unsettling. Probably left because you called him out on the picture that you stumbled upon.
has already taken himself out of the running.
By the way,
Well, Lightfire is still part of it, but the I Ate Grass is not.
Disney Plus does have a new Spider-Man cartoon that is decent. I do not like the gender swapping. I think that's kind of an old ploy that doesn't really do anything. What they should have focused on is making new characters based on the new story arc that they had set up in the first place, rather than gender swapping. That's my take on it. Because gender swapping isn't brave and it's not original.
Here's the good news. He's not afraid of it. Gilbert was.
Last name is Schoonover.
I knew you weren't out of the woods yet.
I am a troll on Facebook, but I do not troll people that follow me to the best of my knowledge.
And he's trusted.
So, you will be troll free. Hopefully. If not, you can always say, what the fuck?
Oh, it's that. That's bad. it was a really good
Ugh.
I'm hoping that me and Ben
I've been following you for a lot longer.
will be putting the
Matt Rhodes. All right, I will accept it when I hop on.
Excuse me, get your popping.
Possibly sooner.
So today we're at Louise's house, where the emaciated pit bull
Oh,
mistake. When we started the house, I heard that she had been no longer nursing, which meant that there were no longer puppies. Since coming to us, Artemis is eating like a champ and just putting it away. Yet she's still really weak and
Hi, Gio.
main population of the kennel. You know, Louise's presence is a dog that needs his kind of care.
that is a total of 10 for the first set with that. We did swap hands. Warn you, I have no filter on Facebook. Jesus. Another troll. We shall troll Facebook together. Especially now that they aren't censoring as heavily as they had before. All right, Oliver. Do you still need to go outside?
What? Oliver, can you go potty? Can you go outside?
Artemis' story is exactly what we're about and what we're trying to do is taking dogs in horrible situations like that and showing
He's having
them
an
that
issue.
it was-
Oh my gosh, she's so good. To me, she's probably the ultimate dog. She loves other dogs, she's great with people.
Well, go on the couch to go over.
I love you. Yeah, I just want to
Whoa.
I hope in a couple of weeks when we are
Get up.
able to put her production
Oliver, come here.
that somebody's being
Oliver, come here.
and that she can just look great for someone's home.
Wolf, you're in the way.
Oh,
No, Spanky, you know darn well who's the purest in the group.
When I gathered the whole team up, everyone
Come on.
knows that something is up, and something is definitely up. Alright, so some of you have heard or not heard, there is a couple people heading Thursday, tonight,
No.
and on Saturday.
It's actually Lotus, and I think you know that. Hey, Orphile. It's still Lotus. Spanky, come on now. All right, so far we have so many here. We have Alf, Justin, Nicole, Nelson Silva, Noah. I joined a little bit on my other device. We have Rosie. I already said Nicole, I believe. Justin Acid came in. There's the demon. Acid, Noah, Acid, Alf, Spanky, Orphile, Nicole, Geo. It's good to see you, Geo. Geo, Orphile, Spanky. I say yes to that doesn't make you innocent. No, Oliver. Justin, you're gonna run for office? You better run for the presidency, because I'm sick of all these rich bastards up in there. Seriously. We need, like, somebody who is down to earth to finally fucking run and win. No more rich bitch career politicians or celebrities up in the house. They have absolutely nothing in common with any of us. Oh, come on, Justin. You got my hopes up. And then you dashed them upon the freaking ground. Oliver. Oh, he's taking another shit. Must have been full of shit. I am protected now. Jason probably has bought himself his first pew pew. Jason, remember, no having it underneath your pillow. You can get a through and through from your pew pew if you do. Oh, I should have a go as president? I don't know if you guys want that. You got to make me at least a little bit famous first. Who? Oliver, did you eat rancid coffee? What the fuck? No. God. Oh, no way. Are you gonna go again? I am disgusted. Yeah, I know, Durs. Either that or he's ignoring your comment. Alright, come on. Alright, go on. Taylor Hughes, I think your dog has a tummy ache. Possibly. That would explain having to go to the bathroom multiple times. We trained him not to get into the garbage, but that doesn't mean he hasn't overeaten or caught whatever bug's been going around town, because there are some strains of flus and whatnot that will inevitably affect dogs. Also stomach bugs, parasites that you've got to worry about. Our dogs don't typically go out where they can contract things that'll make them super sick, especially since we go and get them vaccinated for a lot of the diseases that are out there. Oh yeah, no, we have had a few pieces of paper. See, but that's Duchess. Duchess goes into the garbage can in the bathroom, and we have found razors that have their heads chewed off, which freaks us the fuck out. So now we throw them in cans that have latching or closing lids. She's fine. She's not shitting blood, but that is terrifying. Noah. Oh my god. $400,000 in child support. Most people would have been in jail by then. That is the American legal system, don't you know, Alf? That is terrifying, but glad she's okay. That's what we said. We started throwing our razors away into the new bins with the closing lids, and it's a little bit safer now, but you never know when they're going to get smart enough to knock the bin around. No, I'll take that deal. Them dogs are a little thick to eat that. All right, so now comes the other segment of our workout, the around the worlds. Who's up for swinging around 45 pounds? Because that's where we're going with this. And I'm going to stop myself at 40. I can probably do more because last time I did 40. One.
Tension is definitely running high, but luckily this family has learned to thrive in chaos. Okay, getting conflicting reports. One was saying that's category 1 until right now. It's tough. It's Mother Nature. You can't predict what she's going to do. The first concern is out there at the evac center. I'd rather just not take a chance.
I'm all stressed out with what happened in Isaac. Basically, you don't want to be stuck again like that. Let's do that.
What if they took this white truck out there and left it at the evac center?
It just takes out all the like everything else.
Like, does your truck have a trailer inside it? Okay. Oh, we can drive it. We can. Hold on. Hello? Yeah. No, you're not. No, you are not. No, it's the day before the wedding, and I'm going to call it. It's time to stop. No, after this. And she just says it. I'm done. No, you're not. No, you are not. Will you cancel? No. When Tanya told me she wanted to come to the wedding, I knew I needed to have her off the leg. I felt this was something that she would end up regretting for the rest of her life. Relax. We're going to make it happen no matter what. Okay? Tanya was tough too. She's also in a sensitive life. And she was on the phone, very emotional. And I just said, you know what, Tanya? It's one of the times we'll take this form. We'll take this form, we will write it out, and we will take it in the paper. So, we'll make it happen. I'm worried about my wedding, I'm worried about the top of the soul, I'm worried about your mind, yeah. I have it, here I come again. But as a mom, we don't know what to do. So at this point, we just have to appreciate nature.
This morning was fairly quiet for the most part. Bulk of the pretty strong activity will be east of our area.
The storm did exactly what we needed it to started veering away. Mother Nature always had us a break. We're used to it, but we'll take it. We're going to remain prepared for anything, but I'm also carving out to get ready for 2020.
Whew. Honey, are you done with the water? No. Nope.
Definitely thankful to Nikita for saving his day. Most importantly, for her daughter. Right over here, seeing it all come together. Super overwhelming. He is really very excited.
Bye, Mary.
No, I don't need anything. I don't need anything.
Where?
I know my sister's nervous, but I also know that she's extremely excited to spend the rest of her life with Carrie.
40
She put together an absolutely amazing night.
around the world.
I'm scared out of her mind.
And I think I need my head wrap. I'm starting to sweat buckets. All right. The vibe in here doesn't feel the same anymore. Sure, it wasn't due to me whipping a weight around.
Sick, are you ready, man? Just sick, bro.
It's just crazy that, you know, I can call Tia my mother-in-law and not even my brother-in-law. You know, it's a really cool feeling.
Did someone take my head wrap again? Seriously, leave my shit alone. Guys, fucking stop.
Do you see that?
Jesus.
Right when I'm about to put on my dress and my nerves are going crazy with
Alright. Somebody keeps taking my head wraps and absconding.
outdoors, face the so basically what I was doing after all of this was not
No, you're not gonna get to see that. I've noticed that some of the skin on the bottom of my tum-tum is not getting as taut as I want, so I'm getting the wrinkles down on the bottom. Let's see here.
after going through all the emotional roller coaster getting everything
She's a little sheet head. Court says I can pay in crack and food stamps. That deal. Did it sound like a condiment bottle? What sound like a condiment bottle? Weekend sanctions. I've done that. My cat opens doors and shouts my name in the middle of the night. Noah, I suggest you call a priest or something. It's currently being used. One brain cell is currently being used. Good night. I'm a tired boy. Good night, Noah.
So this is our yes note. Really the best thing in this wow. I just wanted her to realize how awesome the mind
Doesn't.
can be, and I just knew that
Acid doesn't love me. What the fuck? Your neuron finally fired. Acid found her a guy, I think.
sure enough, when she started relaxing, started smiling.
The vibe in here doesn't feel the same. No Alf, something seems off. I was just thinking that. I think I would approve if Critter removes his shirt and workout. State doesn't burn down either way. What's a condiment?
They will all show you the costume, just like Harry and
I'm a priest. That's what's needed. What do I need to bless? The cat that's apparently speaking somebody's name at night. But it's still... could be that the fan is not properly working. That is a fairly big issue with many an electronic. You may have to go and get that replaced with the new one. This is not for you, Oliver. This food belongs...
All the mail.
Yeah? Yeah?
Let's put that in it.
You want in it? You want to smell that? What's that smell like? What's that smell like?
Okay, he's good now.
Yeah. Wolf, do you want to give a sniff? Every package is like its own little world into a different area, a different environment that they can sniff out. So
Like I said, he likes to inspect it.
I really didn't expect all to
all right. So let's get going with the pet care. That's how you sound, Tubba Tub. All right. Go birds, and ran off. I didn't serve him, by the way. Oh, God. So this is a Brazilian blue violet. He is a tropical terrestrial tarantula. Yeah, I did. I saw bits and pieces of it. Well done. Looks like she's going to have plenty of room to move. There we go. You're all right. Don't even think about it, child. Now, care for this type of tarantula is fairly simple. You want to give it plenty of humidity. You want to give it a water dish to drink out of. Try to feed it once a week, but sometimes it's not going to be hungry.
How committed you are to protecting this person for the rest of your life. I don't know how to begin to thank you, but I do know how to be the most grateful, loving, and appreciative husband possible. As long as
Oliver, get out of here.
you're warm, you can trust that your life will
Are you serious?
What?
Fucking cricket just
for as long as you
pulled a 180. Now I gotta step on him at some point. I feel I may have disturbed the group vibe. You guys take care. Not another person that thinks they can do that. You're fine. If anyone's disturbed the group vibe, it's probably me. With all this talk of Oliver. Beer establishment. Someone tried to get me to call the police, but he didn't do anything wrong, so let someone else do it. Yeah, a lot of people don't understand that simply because they're inconvenienced doesn't mean that the police need to be involved, which is crazy to me. Because, they wouldn't want somebody calling the police on them over something ridiculous. Being goofy should not be a jail sentence. Unless it deserves a jail sentence. Alright, here we go. This is the other Brazilian blue violet. This critter's name is Blue. I know. A Brazilian blue violet named Blue. How absolutely creative. Look at that. Yep. There are some things that I wish the police would be able to act on. Like, somebody showing his willy to other people when other people did not ask them to.
What if I asked for it?
Well, so long as it's not in public, you'll get it.
Ooh.
Not that you really have to ask for it. All you gotta do is wait until you take a shower. What do you want, Oliver? What do you want?
He wants dinner.
Oh my God, again?
I know, it's like they need to be fed at least twice a day.
Oh, man. He's gonna have to wait. Well, he made a fight or flight decision, got the hell out of the way. Now this,
You thought about like
yeah, I'm still, guys, what game do you think I should get? Blade and Sorcery? Ooh, this guy has got himself all sorts of webbed off. Look at that.
that beef game I could show you. You can afford both of them.
Huh.
Wasn't the Blade
I'm going to shower. I'm all right, Spanky. Now this is actually a behavior that you typically see in tarantulas that are pre-molt. Check this out. He has got the entrance to his den webbed off. They do this to prevent anything from entering into their domicile as they prepare for either relaxing or molting. I thought this critter was already molted out as an adult, but I could have been wrong. You never know. Looking at his pedipalps, he might not be a mature male. They're not as bulbous as I thought they'd be. So you never know. It would be nice for him to be with us a little bit longer. Oh, my brother has to work tomorrow. He works at Domino's, and I can already tell it's going to be crazy. It is going to be nuttier than a pecan pie. People are going to be madder than a hornet in a hurricane. And we're up in Oregon. Like, we shouldn't give two fucks about the people that are playing or the teams that are playing. But there are already some people that I personally know who are entirely too invested in what's about to go down. Yeah, unfortunately, our folks wanted to keep Oregon weird and not just Portland. Well, actually, I think it is just a Portland thing. They said that if I whipped my dick out here in St. Helens, the police would arrest me for indecent exposure. But Jesus, we had a guy while I was working at the establishment that I'm at. He came in, he was a transient individual. He came in across the scale on foot. He had cars stacking up behind him because, of course, he's going too slow. This guy's walking toward the traffic shack, and I stop him just past the scale, and I go, "Sir?" Hold on. Jesus Christ. I go, "Sir, how may I help you today?" And without missing a beat, keeping complete eye contact, he goes, fucking the transient individual that whipped out his willy just on the other side of the scale. And I go, "All right, pull him up." And he goes, and I'm just like, "Now get the fuck out of here." And I swear to God, he booked it like I was going to want to catch up with him. But I guarantee you, I had no intention of touching any part of that individual's physical state. Like, no. Sir, I don't get paid for that.
During my 20-some years of being involved in pitbull rescue,
I'm going to watch that instead of the Super Bowl tomorrow. The Nosferatu. I have not, but I hear good things. Whew. Now, the tarantula that I showed you just a bit ago, that is the Carpentera pochripes. He is a terrestrial arid species from Africa. He is another insectivore. Another insectivore we adore. But here in Oregon, especially out over by Portland, apparently you can just let it fly.
Hey, remember when the pants fell from this guy?
Oh my God, guys! I need to repost that onto YouTube again.
No, you need to post that on the Discord.
Fucking, it won't let me because it's over 40 seconds long. We were driving home from a baby shower, going underneath an overpass, and all of a sudden, a random pair of jeans fell from the sky and landed on the hood of the car. It was like some deity, I'm not going to say which one because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, was floating above us and just lost his drawers. And I fucking lost it. I lost it. Random pair of trashed pants just...
So now it's what's happened is that none of the local rescue groups.
I wish they would, Justin. At least then they would actually get arrested. Have some place to go other than out on the street. Which is another big problem. A state that is so gung-ho about saving people from themselves has made it so that people wouldn't want to get saved if they want, if you gave them the appropriate tools, which they have. People would rather be drugged out and homeless than try to survive in the economic strife here in Oregon. They have made it too good to be homeless. Who's the god of debauchery? I don't know. It's not Loki. I mean, there are demons that are all about that nonsense. Of course, I wouldn't blame demonic entities on today's society because society in and of itself has been pushing narratives that have been pretty not the best. Because they were their pants. What? The god of debauchery is
Sometimes known as the god of debauchery. Dionysus.
Dionysus.
He's the Greek god of wine, festivities, and madness, and sometimes associated with debauchery. That was the answer.
Apparently there's a Greek god for that. I think the Greeks were the ones that originally crafted the whole there's an app for that, except there's a god for that. Every single aspect of life.
Yeah, this is what we're dealing with. When I met Michelle, I saw a very familiar look in her eyes. She's determined to do power to help these dogs. She's also scared that she might not be able to do enough. Have you used the phone there? Great. Everything notified that
Of course it would be a Greek god. I mean, I don't know why
for dog fighting.
they would need to craft a specific god for that when Zeus has been known for some pretty crazy things.
It was something like I've never seen before. Our dog's face
Whoever filters me, LOL, I need that sometimes. I apologize.
to car accident.
Well, don't look at me because I'm not filtering a damn thing.
They were all emaciated. All of them.
Ooh,
A lot of them had scars on their faces.
I got a nice little vein showing up right there. Ooh, it's sticking out.
My veins were hiding.
I saw a video today of this guy who's getting his blood drawn, and he's got one of those like super varicose vein arms. And every time the nurse was going near the vein, it would hop over.
My veins do that.
It was
but they
doing
dive
this.
and hop over.
It was doing this on the surface of his muscle. Every time, be like, nope, damn it, forget that. No, thank you. Stop it.
The most horrific treatment.
That's right.
And yet they're all
Baby.
Of course, that led to some good tales, but still, Zeus chasing tail led to some good tales. It's just bad. Bad. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 5. Durs, how is it? You have Chinese? What are you talking about?
Yeah. I want Chinese Chinese, not Safeway Chinese though. I'm tired of the
Well-
sweet bullshit.
Gotta start making money.
This weekend.
This weekend's almost over.
This next weekend. Shut up.
If you're gonna make money this weekend, we're missing out. Ah,
I'm gonna punch you in the nose.
do you have the heating pad on it? Is it helping?
No, but I think part of the reason is it's not going through the sweatshirt very well.
Well, then take the sweatshirt off.
I need to go pee that well.
All
I
right.
took a pain pill though, ain't it? The most relaxing. Kicking in soon.
All right, I'm blocking the camera. My wife does not like to be on it.
Let's check on the jerky.
Look at that, my teeth look kind of white. Yeah. I brush them. And at times, especially after I go and eat that homemade jerky, I feel awesome. Yeah. New ramen brand I'm trying, but it's really late and I don't feel like making a grilled cheese to go with it. That's interesting. I wonder what would happen if you put cheese on the top of the hot ramen so that it melted into it. You want monkey? You couldn't possibly want monkey. Oh. Whew. One, two, three. Cream cheese into it to thicken it up.
What?
Oh, I told her to put some cheese to melt on top of her ramen. Eggs are really good too.
Ooh, I like to put an egg or two in and then a slice of cheese at the very end.
To let it melt onto
Let
the
it
top.
melt to start and then
Oh, basically, what we're talking about here is,
turning it into a carbonara minus the bacon.
I was going to say turning it into mac and cheese, kind of.
No, not very much cheese. I want to get the Budak carbonara. They sell it Safeway, but it's like $6-7 for like 6 packs.
All right. So we were. Did I put the pen in my pocket?
Never thought of cream cheese. That sounds dumb.
These dogs here are pitbulls. I would usually think all of that would be a little bit, but it's just not physically possible.
Hey, Orophile. We did 8 kettlebells.
There's really no way to put a value on a dog one over the other. It is just a matter of picking some great dogs amongst a group of great dogs.
Oh no. Basically, you're hitting yourself with what's going to amount to
It's almost like a rush of
the shits. No giggles. It's not giggles and shits. It's just the shits. Because the human body, when you're lactose intolerant, does not tolerate lactose. Clearly, it's the lactose intolerance. But, yeah, look at that. I need to trim that down. During D&D, I kept having a hair that was going up to my nose, and you'd see me doing this. It might have been just my nose's reaction to the fumes in the house.
Could you smell it?
Yeah.
I could.
maybe it's like Posh Spice.
Also made my lungs tingle a little bit. But I love our friends. I don't want to stop seeing them. All right, here we go. I wish we could pin 2 posts. No breathers. Just a brutal stream of pressure and shit. Welcome to the Discord. For those who are new here, we talk about all sorts of strange and unusual things, including bodily functions. So if you have a problem with bodily functions, you might not want to stick around, but if you're fine with bodily functions, by all means, we are the place to be. We do pet care, workouts, sometimes talk politics, sometimes... What? Sure.
But after settling on the first 5 dogs, choosing that last dog is becoming.
All right, here we go. All right, before we go further, I want to check the camera. We find love. We find compassion and understanding. Now,
This particular dog, Dallas, was actually the first dog that they released off the chain.
so it is 76 in the reptile trailer right now, which is dipping toward the high end of where we want it, but it's on the far side, away from the heater, but in the general direction of the airflow. So we are probably looking at closer to 80, if not 85, near the heater itself. Look at that big, beautiful tarantula. Enough of the heat. So the heat seems to cook the console. That's weird. Have you tried going and talking to a chat about it? Maybe talking to a professional? You might. The fan might not be blowing hard enough. Could be defective. Could be hardware as opposed to software. Like you said, a short somewhere. That would be a hardware malfunction rather than software. Could also be software. You got yourself some sort of a virus within the system, but I don't know. I don't even know how you'd check for that. So this is Little Bitch. I'm starting to get a little bit more excited about her future prospects due to the fact that she is eating like a tarantula that is still building up her body. Now, what I mean by that is when tarantulas mature, typically speaking, their food response lessens, and they'll go from eating once a week to eating once every 2 weeks. Now, she is still eating loads of food once a week. To me, despite the fact that she is so large, that tells me that she might just molt 1 or 2 more times going on into the future. But we will have to see. We have given her some greenery to play with. She mostly just sits on it. She's not one to go and dig herself a den or utilize a den that we give her. She typically likes to stay above ground, which is fine. I was told that as these particular tarantulas get larger, that is what you're to expect. All right, here we go. Now, this is another tropical terrestrial tarantula. She likes to live on and or under the ground, depending on what part of her life she is currently at. Whew. How warm is it in here? Look at that. She's also the only tarantula that will let me do this right here. Hi, girl. She is what I would consider to be non-aggressive, barely defensive. If you look closely, she still has all of her urticating hairs. She has not thrown urticating hairs since the last, just shortly prior to her last molt. She threw urticating hairs because she was incredibly uncomfortable. Now, I may pet her, but I don't go out of my way to hold her because that is a surefire way to stress your tarantula out. I simply let her do her thing in her cage without too much interference on my part. Every now and then I'll try to take her dish out because she shits in it or she defiles it with dead animals. Outside of that, we just admire her in all of her beauty. Look at that. She's actually really big. Like, good Lord. Look, my fingers aren't so fat anymore. Yay, guys. She is so big. My word. Yeah, but she might get bigger. She might get bigger. Wouldn't that be something? That tarantula getting even larger. You'd have to throw a leash on her and take her for a walk around town. She's actually the one tarantula that probably would do better out there amongst the masses getting oohed and awed. All the other tarantulas that I own tend to have more of a stress response when it comes to being, even in the slightest bit, handled, having their water dealt with, misted even. I don't know, guys. A little bit stressed out because I know that when the day comes that we've got to move everybody out, it is going to be a race against the clock to make sure everybody gets out into that trailer. And it'll be a race against the clock to keep that trailer as warm as possible. What we're probably going to do on that day is boost the heat in the trailer until it's about 80 degrees, and then we'll start moving animals out there. Yes, that's right. My wife's here, and so is Orophile. Durs, don't worry. You know what? I think Durs was looking up at the count, and he might be seeing the same thing that I am. It says 1, but we have you, Durs, we have Orophile. We probably have a few others in the background. And look, now it's fixing itself. It's saying that there are 3. And I'm just like, yeah, uh-huh. Now it's saying 5. It's funny how the algorithm starts picking up on the fact that we're not stupid. All right.
It was definitely rather precise. You know, imagine what we felt when we found
Look at that.
Chiefs just had to stay alive.
Ta-da. Guess who's back? Back again. Who's back? What?
Remember the dog that cancer that it went away?
Yeah.
It just found out it came back and filled in. Yeah.
Aww. Oh, you got a Doberman.
Or we've got a Great Dane.
a different energy level from Cheech.
A young one.
Middle-aged.
A young Great Dane. It's real slender. Actually, he could be part Whippet. Because he's got that really long, really thin build.
He also seemed to mellow out.
The whippets are small.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying part.
Maybe part Greyhound.
Maybe Greyhound.
Lucy and Cheech were
I am not a professional dog person.
Oh, mine now is 6.
And I've got another like, which is awesome. That's right. Wait, no, that's wrong. It's not a cult. Durs, it's not.
He's starting to admit it.
It's not a cult, Durs. All right?
and you know what? Cheech was like everything.
I'm gonna get a knock from the feds that are staking out my block, buddy.
Besides Cheech.
Keep calling it a cult, we're gonna have a problem, all right?
Yeah, they're definitely for sure.
It seemed like her and Cheech.
Like, I already had to deal with the Fed boys. When it comes to the IRS, you guys are gonna give me problems with the other three-letter bullshit motherfuckers out there. I don't have any provisions to back me up here. I don't have any landmine land gnomes or garden gnomes. I don't have tripwire. I have a security camera that can be hacked or just simply unplugged. Come on, guys. It's a joke. Joking.
Until we head out to Florida to see how Lucy and Skylar do in their home.
Where am I? You don't know me. One.
A couple of days ago, she asked me to speak to these 2 girls. Because they had to get her to some trouble. The mother tried to tell me like the kids were going on the wrong path and we could be a positive influence in their lives. So I'm gonna put up pillows early, get that out the way, and then we can I'm gonna take the dog out.
Six.
We're gonna use this to kind of scoop it. Then once we do that, we'll straighten it out.
8.
Girls did everything they did. Mom changed out the weather, wipe the dance down, you spray the house down, get it all. Think about hard work here, it pays off. Better than that. And that's what pays more in the streets have all.
13. 14.
Some of our young men say he's always jumping up and down, like they're the most important thing, or if you do with a love focus, but you can really make a difference. I'm not big for that doing when you like say these dogs lies and cheer does and she does. You know it's gonna be hurt and all kind of things. Thinking that you take a little more and you get a little more for that. Like I feel the love for that.
Tammy does this stuff the spring training, but I think it's because it could be better.
Like I keep it's from 1 through 5.
4.
Exercise, my football coach used to use on that. You take out a pen and paper and just write down his biggest goals. Goals written down in your own hand, like it really helps you stay on form. I don't know what more talk it out.
It's so good. That's not. And the goals, I gotta do it to a game to get better grades and stay in school. Stuff like people put me down and be patient and all that stuff.
Do something to it. So you know, these things like in the morning when you got up, just to put on the before you step out the door, before you go ahead and put it on the wall. I'm in that position. Everything I say, I will stick. But I would think I have to learn how to do it by themselves. You know, they can appreciate you coming. I'm be there for y'all. This is the first time for both of you to get that line.
Fire.
Everything that these spider dogs have been through, it sometimes worries me that they're able to adapt to it in the and so far, these dogs are tough. You know, they're tough emotionally, they're tough physically. They're PTSD, they're kind. The thing that makes it really hard about taking in dogs that have been through this kind of abuse is it's a process.
Now, let's take a minute. to recuperate, because that was started off really crazy.
Oliver,
I ended winded. Oliver, get out of there now.
did you feed him?
Not yet. I can do that right now. How long do you think that till that jerky's done?
Less than an hour.
I was wondering.
Because most of it's done.
Whew. Yeah, you ready for food? You ready for food? You gotta leave some for your daughter, though. You better not eat all of it. He will, too. He will eat every last little one he can.
She's probably out like a lion.
No, she's still awake. There you go, Wolf. You got food, too, so I better not hear you griping. Ugh. 40. 38 around the world. Now, let's get to the other part of this. You're all right. That's not, though. Why I put that on the very edge is beyond me. Hopefully it's not broken. All right, now. One second. Yeah, see, it didn't give me Orophile's post on here. So I went back and I checked it. And it turns out that part of the chat was paused. Whew. Now, Wolf, are you okay? What is going on here, buddy? All right. Now, this next tarantula is one that has gone after my digits before. This is Charlotte. Charlotte is much more defensive than a lot of the other tarantulas that I own, especially Little Bitch, who got her name because she was so gosh darn cantankerous back in the day. Charlotte is basically our new Little Bee. She has somersaulted across the cage to get at me. She doesn't seem to be very intent on doing so this time. She is a tropical terrestrial tarantula, just like Little Bee. She does not like being messed with. We are trying to minimize the stress by giving her a light stream of water. Look at her. You're alright, baby girl. Look at that tarantula. Whoop. And just like that, she's gone. Hey, good fella, how's it going? Now, when keeping tarantulas, you need to understand that they're not an animal that you should necessarily be holding frequently. Tarantulas tend to be prone to stress. And that is good to hear, fella. That is good to hear. When you are dealing with a tarantula, shortly after it molts, you do not want to go and press it for any sort of reason whatsoever. Don't try to jostle its cage, get a picture of it, anything like that. To the best of your ability, unless you don't need to move the cage to do so, because of the fact that tarantulas have a tendency of rupturing parts of their body if you stress them out shortly after a molt. This is due to the fact that tarantulas have what I like to call direct blood pressure. They have naturally produced high blood pressure that runs various parts of their body, and if you jolt them suddenly shortly after a molt, their weakened state can cause that blood to rush to various parts of their body that's not yet quite ready for it. It's too weak to handle it, and like that, you can rupture knees, you can coincidentally rupture possibly parts of the abdomen, maybe fangs. All in all, you want to go and treat them, well, like you couldn't be bothered with them. Maybe miss them to the best of your ability without picking up the cage. You also, if you notice that your animal is not eating, you need to make sure that all of the prey items in your tarantula cage are cleaned out to the best of your ability. This is due to the fact that a lot of prey items out there are not just herbivores, but they're rather omnivores. And if you leave them in the cage while your animal is molting, they can eat your animal, especially if you have more than one prey item in the cage. You got to keep that in mind. Now, I'm sweating. Now for the next curling session, we are going with the 45s. We finished the last set with 8 curls from the kettlebells. We did 5, then switched hands, did 5, then switched hands, did 3, then switched hands, and did 3. So, we got that done. But I don't think my arms are up to any more kettlebell curls. So we're going to do the bench 45s. But before we do that, it is time for our animal fact of the day, where I go and take my little nerd powers and concoct a poem. What in the heck? A poem for a given animal. Now, this is one that somebody requested like 3 times. So, first of all, let's get rid of all of these. We have so many tabs open on this. Maybe this will help it. This is the oh yeah, it's definitely moving a bit faster. That's beautiful. All right. I shall be right back, folks.
see a different cheek, a more comfortable cheek, and Lucy was calm. You know, I thought, okay, we're getting somewhere now. I mean,
I also need to write, hopefully at some point tomorrow, a new advertisement for my wife, who is going to be doing one of her bazaars next week. That's another thing I need to focus my attention on, because helping my wife do good helps the household do good. And I like to see her happy. This is the brown recluse spider, which is easy to discern because it has that violet appearance on its carapace. Now, I'll do a silent once through and then we'll get started. Would be misunderstood if it weren't understood to do what they could to misconstrue most of spiders those who tend to hunt a few. This would be out to screw with food bunch. So we want the Hindus and let loose overtaken to send things to defend themselves from those who intend to offend or accidentally offend plans. To an animal that spends time to end. Those that suppose the problems you suppose don't want. Yet you fear like you grows on the ferocious, so you're out to impose the blows against what any discloses a foe and knows so flows. It's not hell bent on concealment, but may prevent insects from being as meant to be bent. Though its venom may cause dismays and flesh. Face will nature spray, is kept at bay. So the bounty insects abound. Alright. So it kind of stops a little bit rough again, but you know how it goes. Most of it's good. This critter would be misunderstood if it weren't one. Okay. This critter would be misunderstood if it weren't for one out to know. Why am I having so much trouble right out the gate? I literally did not put a word in that was supposed to be word for one. That's why. This creature would be misunderstood if it weren't for one out to do good, as one should when others stood to do what they could, to misconstrue what some spiders do. To those who walk through areas they tend to hunt, a few pests we view as out to screw with food you brought to chew. But the brown recluse only wants to introduce abuse to bugs that induce anger let loose over tainted produce. They only tend to descend with fangs to defend themselves from those who intend to offend or accidentally upend plans had to contend with needs life lends to an animal that spends time to end. Those pests that pose a problem you suppose you don't want to grow, yet your fear likely rose when the fiddle showed, so you're out to impose blows against what many disclose as a foe one knows sows woes with venom that flows. It's not hell-bent on causing lament, but may prevent insects from eating what's meant to leave you content. Though its venom may cause dismay as your flesh rots away, it's not often decay you face when they chase prey that you hoped is kept at bay anyway. These can be found around southern states that are bound to have insects abound. There you go. Ah! Not good. So, this spider is misunderstood as one that will primarily chase you down to bite you. That generally is not the case. And oftentimes, though their venom can cause necrosis, it generally does not get as bad as has been claimed. Now, there are those that have dealt with some very nasty bites from some very nasty spiders, and I'm not saying that this one's venom is not medically relevant. However, they do get a really bad rap. Now, just like many other long-legged arachnid fellows in your house, these ones tend to hunt via sight. They are not web boys, to the best of my knowledge. They actively seek out prey items to dispose of. However, I will say that my most favorite spider to let hunt around the house is actually the jumping spider. Any general variation of the jumping spider will do. However, we do have a redback boy that sometimes makes, or girl that sometimes makes an appearance. The little bugger was pretty good last time, or pretty big last time she came into the house, but that was last summer, and I don't know if she's still kicking it or not, or he's still kicking it or not. We will have to see when things warm up again. Now, let's, while we have this going, look up some facts about the brown recluse together. Okay. We're going to go back. Go to all. The brown recluse spider, Loxosceles reclusa, is a shy reclusive spider with a dark violin-shaped marking on its back behind its eyes. It's found in the south-central Midwest and is one of 3 North American spiders with dangerous venom, along with the black widow, Chilean recluse, black widow and Chilean recluse. Appearance: brown recluse spiders are pale tan to brown with a uniformly colored abdomen that can range from cream to dark brown. Should I go to the ER for a brown recluse bite? Yes, you should go to the emergency room if you are bitten by a brown recluse spider. Brown recluse bites can be serious and require immediate medical care. Oop, forgot that's plugged in. Hold on. What to do? Call emergency services. Clean the bite with soap and water. Apply a cold compress to the bite. Keep the area still. Loosen tight clothing and remove jewelry if possible. Capture the spider in a container and bring it to the hospital. Symptoms can include severe pain, stomach cramping, growing wound at the bite site, difficulty breathing or swallowing. Yeah, definitely go to the hospital. Spreading or streaking inflammation, which is actually a sign of an infection. For those that don't know, fever and chills, nausea and vomiting, widespread rash, jaundice, which is a sign that your liver is failing, yellowing of skin or eyes, joint pain or muscle aches. I think joint pain or muscle aches are the least of your problems. If you see at any point the yellowing of skin and eyes, straight to the hospital. Don't even care if you were bit by a spider. Just go to the hospital. If you have a wound that has spreading or streaking inflammation, go to the hospital. If you are concerned that you are encountering a medical emergency, go to the hospital. Just in general, take care of yourselves, okay? Let's see here. Should I be worried if I saw a brown recluse in my house? No, brown recluse spiders are not dangerous. The bites rarely kill people. However, it is important to seek medical attention immediately when bitten, as it can make the victim pretty sick. Wash the bite well with soap and water to get medical attention as soon as possible. Can you survive a brown recluse bite without treatment? Oh, God. No, you should seek immediate medical attention if you're bitten by a brown recluse spider, even if the bite seems mild. While most bites heal on their own, untreated bites can lead to serious complications, including infection, blood disorders, kidney failure, coma, or even death. Just don't chance it. All right. Really? I was not done with all that information. Alright.
So the last dog we put out was Ava. She's the bug. Poor bug, it's with us.
Frequent brown recluse spiders rarely bite humans. When they bite, they usually bite when they are trapped against the skin, such as clothing or shoes. And they are most active from April to October. Alright. So, let's get back to the outro, shall we? Let's see here. That's another beautiful picture. Actually new. We're going to let it upload real quick. Did it register my touch? Oh, that's beautiful. Huh. There we go. It's a good picture for an outro. Boop. Now, this creature would be misunderstood if it weren't for one out to do good, as one should, while others stood to do what they could. To misconstrue what some spiders do to those who walk through areas they tend to hunt a few, pests we view as out to screw with food you bought to chew. But the brown recluse only wants to introduce abuse to bugs that induce anger let loose over tainted produce. They tend to descend with fangs to defend themselves from those who intend to offend, or accidentally upend plans had to contend with needs life lends to an animal that spends time to end. Those pests that pose a problem you suppose you don't want to grow, yet your fear likely rose when the fiddle showed. So you're out to impose blows against what many disclose as a foe one knows sows woes with venom that flows. It's not hell-bent on causing lament, but may prevent insects from eating what's meant to leave you content. Though its venom may cause dismay as your flesh rots away, it's not often decay you face when they chase prey that you hope is kept at bay anyway. These can be found around southern states that are bound to have insects abound. And that's where the poem ends, folks. I know, you wanted more. My bad. Maybe next time I'll end it the proper way. Yay! We did it! Now, time to do curls.
Can you hear if the thing's still going?
I don't know. Yeah, it looks like it is. Do you need to take the stuff off?
I need to check it.
Alright. Now, I'm going to leave you guys for a split second. I got to check on the trailer. I have a camera out there that is on the a camera out there that is on the thermometer, not camera. Alright, you ready? We're keeping tabs on the trailer to make sure that the temperatures stay up to snuff tonight. is supposed to get down to 32 degrees. We need to keep the trailer up above 75, but below like 81. During the daytime, when we had the trailer set at 1500 watts at the heater, it stayed at 83. So during the daytime, if it's going to get up into the 40s, we are going to have to change it to 1000 watt draw. During the nighttime, 1500. So we are going to have to regulate it that way. Now, the fact that it's actually working after I went through and built what we're going to call the Critter Center. We can do better. The Critter Care Cottage. There we go. Coin it. We should have no problem while they're fixing the house. And this whole area, the whole downstairs, has got to get out of here. Because the Critter Cave, there we go, Rosie. Now we're cooking with gas. Woo! Did it turn out good?
There's still a couple spots, but I don't think I can get much.
You can run it for a little bit longer. Hey, good fellow. Hey, Rosie, Orphile.
See what we're up against. I was like shocked at what we saw.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
But we've never expected a big old pit bull. This is the dog everybody's been scared. You know, the polo guy was really scared. You know, a great way to
Woo.
teach a little dog is to
Ooh, lordy.
or she or his howl.
Yeah.
It usually confuses them right away. Kind of
Ooh.
Well, then it's really gentle, so you don't get scared. As I was trying to put this blanket on this little guy,
Yeah.
he was like bulging out of his head. He was so afraid. And he was lashing out.
1.
Little dogs can act very aggressive. The world is a big scary place sometimes. Over the years, I've actually been bitten more by little dogs than big dogs. You know, the reality is that a scared dog can act out, and we have to be careful.
8, 9. Yeah. Whew.
We just scoop him up, and what she had.
Aww.
You know, he settled down a little bit. You know, it's freezing
Poor
cold.
baby.
If not for some caring neighbors, who knows what happened to this poor little dog tonight.
So where was the dog at?
You know what? He got.
They think the leash got trapped on some random person's car.
The dog had a harness on.
Ooh.
It was actually a leash that was stuck underneath the tire. We saw tags. Several name tags. We realized this wasn't some street dog. This was a dog that got away from its owner.
Aw.
Number 362-505.
Yeah, we found your rat under a car.
Pizza is the dog name? Okay.
Oh,
What was the dog's name?
pizza.
Pizza's the dog's name. Perfect, because it's hawk food at that point.
Area code 210. Texas 0. Okay.
Texas?
Okay, hold number. South Carolina number. Okay. So things are starting to get more confusing. This little dog's tags have registered back to South Carolina. But originally coming out of the shelter in New York. Okay. Notice this is quite a mystery. We did attempt to number. Got nothing but ringing to machine, and we called the second and got the same result. Tomorrow we'll have the investigation. We would have loved to have reunited pizza with us here tonight.
Oh.
Pizza had have one more tag left to call, and this one was from New York. Being that it's so late, we're going to try this one again. Hopefully, we'll be able to track down
Whew.
and get them reunited.
Whew. Now, let's bring this over here. Grab this. Nope, not that one.
I've seen Earl change in the time that I've been blowing now. I'm pretty sure it has a lot to do with your logo. So I would like to have a part that's a little costly.
How's it going, Orifile? You gotta have a fiddle in the band. When you wanna play in Texas, you gotta have a fiddle in the band. It's a good song. Wish I could remember all of it. Alright. Plug this back in. Who is that? That looks like a rapper.
It's just a random person who probably
Really? God, what is his name?
looks like Lil Wayne.
Looks like Lil Wayne.
Minus the tattoos.
Dude is like the spitting image. Now, you don't know what a Lil Wayne is?
I'm like, ew.
Well, it's definitely not a big Wayne. Yellow Roses of the Taxes.
Is a good guy. Based
Hold
on
on.
what alone, which in my opinion is golden. I'm gonna get to these here. We'll talk later about what works as far as hours, days, that kind of a thing. Okay? You too. Similar to Stewie, he's got no dog experience. He's coming in green. For Earl to say he's going to take on the responsibility of Stewie, I applaud him. That's a lot of weight to carry. Stewie's been in and out of prison for 4 times actually. But
Oh, heck. Alright, so this little gal actually ate all of the 2 crickets we dropped in here. Just not on camera. This is Needles, our Asian forest scorpion, and she is... I can't find Yellow Roses of Texas. It was supposed to be Yellow Roses of the Taxes. And is that by Lil Wayne? Ah, that sounds more country. But these critters are incredibly good as a first pet due to the fact that they don't need to have a ridiculous temperature to survive at. Like tarantulas, they need to be like at 75 to 77. These guys can survive in temps as low as 70 degrees. This one, of course, is at 75 too because we keep her inside. And she will be at an even higher temperature out in the trailer because right now the trailer is sitting at 77 degrees. It's going to be 77 at night. And it's going to be 75 during the day. And they are going to be in a rather dark environment, which all of the animals that we have that are exotic love. They love the dark environment. So, this is going to be like a little vacation for them. We are going to try to move them out there after I heat the trailer up during the day to about 83. That way, with all the temperatures fluctuating between 80 and 75 as we open and close the door, these animals will not be super stressed out by temperatures dropping as low as 70, if not 50.
Oh my God. I feel.
Good fellow. Oh, shoot, I messed up.
All this poor guy can do is hope that somebody finds us.
The Yellow Rose of Texas is a song by Mitch Miller. Are you telling me that I wrote the wrong thing? Are you telling me that Yellow Roses of the Taxes is not what I should have written?
Slidell is only about half an hour from the city, so it's the least we can do is to get this little.
Okay.
You know what? We'll just get it for you. So you don't have to worry about coming on with that every year. Alright, thank you so much. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, that wonders. So it's Yellow Rose of Texas. Do homework. What?
I think I'm addicted to the jerky.
Tell me about it.
Chair is that $5 name tag. It's possibly getting us out of here on this order in less than 24 hours.
Good night, I'm bed. Well, bed. I'm Hiram. And good night. Well, bed, you better get to human and get all those waking hours in.
The dog and the little chihuahua was so excited to pee on it.
Oh, God.
We're in the car driving to drop it off.
No, I have 20% left. Oh, no. Let's go and play in Texas. You gotta have a fiddle in the band. We are phenomenal. Now, there we go. Yellow taxes is the worst kind of taxes you can get. I don't know. The bent over a barrel kind of taxes is pretty bad too. Trust me, I've been there. Thank you, IRS, for the mess of stress you pressed. I'm impressed that I could have it addressed. All right, so this right here is the biofluorescence effect that all scorpions tend to have. You just got to make sure that your scorpion isn't just off a molt by about 3 days. You got to wait for the exoskeleton to harden. Look at that. This is caused by a chemical that absorbs the UV light and produces a light frequency that we as humans can more easily see. That was playing dumb. Trust me, taxes are no joke. They will take you for a ride. And there is going to be absolutely no lubrication on that ride. And it will be bumpy. And they will laugh the whole way through. They will not care about any stress that they cause.
No, it's almost like they enjoy causing stress.
Yeah, no. First of all, there's something that the IRS needs to fully understand. There is no need to send paperwork that tells you that your payments are being paid.
Right.
That fucking shit.
Random part of the year too.
That shit right there. Like, you don't, they don't seem to understand the effect that the IRS has on the average working class citizen. You have a bank account. You have your automatic payment plan set up so that they're taking money out every month. You can see that they're taking money out every month. You don't need to send me a bill or like a statement, a bank statement telling me that it's been paid. When you send me shit from the IRS, it just stresses me the fuck out. It got to the point where my wife don't tell me I have anything from the IRS until I get home, because I will stress out about it until I get home. Furthermore, and I cannot,
I will tell you if I open it and it's okay. But
I will tell you that I, as an American citizen, do not agree with the fact that our government can tax the holy living shit out of us and then spend it on stuff that they have no business spending it on. You can't say that the taxes are the price we pay to be a civilized society and then spend it on trans surgeries for things like rodents. Okay? That's not the way that works. Spend it on the infrastructure, spend it on the military, spend it on teachers, spend it on getting people the medical care that they need. Spend it on things that matter. And, you know, damn well, I might just support it. But when I find out that you are spending my taxpayer dollars on shit that don't make no sense, shit that does not help me or my countrymen, my fellow citizens out, you make me hate the federal government even more. Same with everybody else. Because we have to pay that shit. And then we don't get a tax refund because you blew that shit on stuff that you shouldn't have. He was a great fighter. Can anyone listen to that song? I'm not sure what song that is. Sorry for the anti-government rant, but like seriously, when I heard some of the stuff that they're spending money on, I just want all my tax money back. I just want it back. I did not consent to being spent with that intent.
Actually, when I lived in Sri Lanka, I actually had a root canal done using acupuncture as opposed to getting.
Oh, jeez. We have bricks left, right? Looks.
as far as I know,
We're gonna have to go and clean out Belle's cage. Don't do it, local. Had Critter play French. I have another device. What is it called? Has a great. He was a great fighter. If you're gonna play in Texas, you gotta have a fiddle in the band. And the guitars up in our Louisiana man. Here we go. Is it literally a song called "He Was a Great Fighter"? Here we go.
The big test, Waitrose in Texas. That's Dusty the cat.
Ha! Orders.
It's my second day. I was kind of hyped up today, getting record
Okay, I'm not seeing any songs coming up that said that he was a great fighter.
You talk to dogs, and sometimes it kind of feels like they really understand you. So it's kind of fun to talk to dogs.
There's one that's called A Fighter. Is it called A Fighter
Or is he talking about the Texas, Yellow Rose of Texas
Make
song?
sure you keep your job done right. You go catch wild.
You finally read.
Oh my God, Durs.
I know Sawyer still learning everything around here, but it's not gonna look good on me if he let a dog out.
Zip zap piece of crap. Working on electronics tonight. Oh shit, he better quit before Jesus enters his sides. I fucked that up something big. That brain cell is so fried, and I don't know why. Can be a shocking experience. Okay, so what is the song actually called? Okay, while my brain cell is still functioning enough to research a song.
It's almost like Earl saw the potential that I didn't know I had. Really. I never planned on letting Earl down. Earl took me in, and I plan on doing right by Earl, you know.
We gonna let him chill, let him get comfortable, you know what I'm saying?
I just need to be real diligent, stay focused on little things, take this opportunity to the full.
All right, bro, let's see you man out.
Or a file.
All right, one.
Or a file. What is the song called? Is it called A Fighter?
Really, I just been trying to impress Miss Tia. Hopefully she sees them.
About to hit play on this. You better be sure.
What was it?
Is it? Oh God, Gwyneth Paltrow did a song.
I mean, I've watched them go in and out of the
I think
I see like a really good reaction from the dogs.
I'm about to press play. You guys are gonna rue the day. I swear to God.
Yeah. So I think he would make a good addition here. I really do. I like that.
Trapped in a cycle of opioid use, withdrawal, and cravings. Sublocade is for adults with moderate to severe opioid addiction, whose withdrawal symptoms are controlled by oral buprenorphine for at least 7 days and should be used with.
So far, Sue's done a
Get stronger in the broken places when you lean into the crisis that you're facing. In your weakness, you're made strong. They say when you're falling off a horse, the first thing you gotta do, of course, is climb right back up.
So this is not the song. I feel duped.
Maybe we didn't let it.
I feel duped. All right, I gotta plug this in. So, did I just get another cord for over here? Why is the charger cord that was over here missing? I took it out of your
I don't know.
bag.
I haven't touched it.
All right, hold on. Isn't there another one in your purse?
Yeah.
when you rescue a dog like that, this is set out in the crowd who's shot several times, who has several physical ailments. Now, there is a fear that she can spend the rest of her life here at the rescue.
Isn't that a James Royce book?
Does not have the chance of a lifetime.
I'm gonna need somebody to actually find the name of the song, so that I can look it up and listen to it, because The Greatest Fighter,
Whether or not Bug and Katie's
he was a great fighter.
voices can
I tried looking it up on YouTube and did not find it. Ooh, good Lord Almighty! Here we go. Now let's go and get the Theraphos apophysis out, and then after that we will go and do Around the Worlds. For those that don't know what Around the Worlds are, you are in luck, because that is one of 2 exercises that we do on Bicep Day. It is where you take a 45-pound weight and you whip it around your head. Now, most other versions of Around the Worlds are you kind of hand it off around your body. We are a little cray-cray, apparently.
House was beautiful. I mean, she did all the work herself.
because that's not how we do it. Mr. Beat Creation on YouTube channel. Are you sure that's his name?
No.
Because I swear to God, I'm writing stuff down to check out as homework. Mr. Beat Creation. All right. Just saying. Oh gosh.
Doesn't matter as much. Just being a survivor, strong, still here, aches and pains, and the dog's the same way. She's been shot 3 times.
Oh,
I've had 3 different
getting good and close here.
I think it'll work. So far, it seems like
Because there's nothing that says awkward like being way too close to a content creator. All right. I am going to check the security camera in the trailer real quick. All right. It is 36 degrees outside, and it is 77.7 degrees in the trailer. It is over 40 degrees difference. We did not have to skirt the trailer, and hopefully when we have the heat emitters in there, it will,
Put that little extra in there.
yeah, and we won't have to have it running at 1500. Now the next tarantula that I'm going to show you is going to be our leggiest, our widest when it comes to leg span, but not when it comes to body mass.
You know, if you don't want that charger, I can return it.
I'm gonna use it eventually.
It's on the floor.
I did not put it on the floor. If you see it on the floor, please pick it up. Because I did not put it there. I've got to set it up. Now, why do you look sideways? Oh, shit. She's okay. She was just napping, apparently, and she threw urticating hairs. Good golly. So that is a Theraphosa apophysis. I'm going to turn the lights off. Yeah. Like I said, they are a bit flighty in comparison to some of the other tarantulas that I have. Their hair is known for being a little bit more agitating than some of the other urticating hairs. Their demeanor is a little bit, if not a lot, defensive. Little bit of air blowed on them, and they will freak the fuck out. Got to be careful. I did not mean for her to slam into the back of her den when I blew on her, but that is unfortunately what happened. We'll keep our eyes on her. Pretty sure she's all right. I went and took a false widow spider out of her cage earlier. We're going to check the corners. I don't see any more in there. That false widow spider probably crawled in recently. Probably took advantage of the fact that we weren't really checking on the interior of the cage due to the fact that we didn't want to disturb her. Post-molt, we need to let her exoskeleton harden. The fact that she looked like she was slumped over freaked me out a little bit, but she might be getting used to her longer legs. The heck is that on the roach cage? Talking about that little bit that's right there, that is a roach exoskeleton left over from a molt a while ago. So, yeah, fun stuff. Just like many other invertebrates, roaches will pass off their exoskeletons and grow into their new skin. Yep. Now, pick this up, bring it over here, very gentle. There we go. I'm going to pick this up and move it this way, because we have our last set of Around the Worlds to do. Now, Around the Worlds are a little bit more intense. We can do more of them because rather than just hoisting with one arm, we're actually utilizing our whole body, and we're bringing that son of a bitch back up here, and we're bringing it down this way, and then we're twisting like this. 3, and then we flip it back over, go the other direction, and everything tends to hurt just a little bit after you get done with these. Most Around the Worlds twist like this, this, this. You hand off around your back, twist, 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 hand off around your back. This one, we keep it up here until we do the twists. Like so, okay? Do not start with 45s unless you've been curling 45s. If your body is not used to using a heavier weight, you might injure yourself. Always remember safety first. If you don't remember safety first and you do dumb shit, you'll wind up going to the hospital. And nobody wants to see you go to the hospital or wind up on the news. Unless it's good. Good hospital visit, good news. Like having a baby and winning the lottery. Okay? We good? We clear? Oh, God. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 3. 1, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 3, 6. 1, 3, 7. 1, 3, 8. 1, 2, Yeah,
Is 2 cans enough for your tuna stuff?
maybe. It's going to be a small batch, though.
That's all I can find. We can do something else.
We'll see. Just have to add more cheese to it. Oh. 40, 38, 36.
That better be cold water.
Oh no, again? I just gave them some.
It was in there, but it was like touching the bottom, not the bottom of the bottle.
30.
You know, hon, this is like an every other day occurrence, right?
And it's ridiculous. Oh, man.
Alright, I need this tree to put over there, but you can't really talk to your dad.
All right. Now that workout, it'll hit your shoulders, it'll hit your biceps, you'll feel it in your triceps. It's meant to tackle aspects of your core, although I hardly ever feel the core. It's mostly just the upper body that seems to be messed with, which isn't surprising considering it's a 45-pound weight you're whipping around your head. All right, wow. No wonder they use that vein. Look at that. Whew. Good golly. Now, Wolf, move. Wolf. Don't make me get loud. Go. Just let me move. You're good. All right. That I satisfy. Organic gardening. We'll probably get into some of that ourselves. I'm not sure exactly what the future holds, but if we get into snake breeding, we're probably going to get into rat breeding. And if we get into rat breeding, we're going to start raising some. Now, I do have some ideas, but that's a ways out. As you know, the day is fast approaching where we've got to go and deal with buying the house and getting out of the house. We're getting most of our stuff out of the house. I have a feeling since we're going to be living in the house, we're still going to have to pay some form of rent, but we'll see. We do have quite a bit of coconut fiber that gets thrown out into the mulch patch. We're also going to be looking at getting some solar panels on the roof as time goes on to reduce the overall cost of electricity, because just like the rest of the country, that is getting out of hand here. And Go figure. Having a way to kind of withdraw from the norm, live independently, seems to be the best way to go. All right. Listen to that. You're a female. We go through and we look for newer roaches that seem to have their wings, and we check them. That one's going to be a female. Most of the males, when you look at them, they don't have their sides visible with their wings. That one could be a male. No, that's a female too. She's a little bit smaller. That's why I checked her. When we find males, we separate them. That's a female. You're okay, child. Come on. Now, unlike dubia roaches, orange head roaches, the males and the females both have wings. There you go. The reason why we spend so much time separating them is because of the fact that it slows down reproduction, which is something, as you can see, we desperately need. Hey, Mimi. Oh, I'm sorry you got here so late. I know it's not fair. I understand, though. I understand people have lives. And you got stuff that you need to do. You got friends that you're hanging out with. Stuff like that. I am not a jealous content creator.
Honey,
What?
guess what I just found on the bed?
What? The squeaker.
Guess where it was?
Where?
Partially wedged.
Ow! Oliver!
Partially wedged under my pillow.
You're a female, but you look like a male.
She tried to hide it under my pillow. Hi, Mimi.
Fucking shit beamed me upside the head.
What?
I said that little fucking shit beamed me upside the head with my camera.
Oh. Duchess, get that out of the bedroom.
And what's Duchess's response to that? Squiggity, squeak, squeak, squiggity, squeak.
I stopped her right at the bedroom threshold.
Well, Critter, it's a Saturday, so keep streaming longer. Oh, I wish I could. Tomorrow I hope to get up early and start cleaning and gaming.
Especially when you figure out, you better not get done.
We are going to be shutting off the heater out in the trailer until it draws closer to the day. Probably unplugging the trailer entirely, because we don't necessarily have to keep tabs on it when we're not running the trailer. So there's a little bit of food there, a little bit of food here.
you looking for?
There should be a little bit of fish flakes somewhere.
Fine.
I can't. Trapped here.
Oliver, pick it up for Daddy.
Oliver, move.
We got any more?
No, we still have another container of it.
Oh, shut up.
Did Micah go into work today?
Yeah, it works Sunday today.
Oh,
Why?
I was just wondering. He's gonna work tomorrow too.
Yeah, but tomorrow's during the day instead of the evening.
All right. We need to tackle what we need to tackle. I want to clean off the top of the kennel. I want to clean up over here. I want to basically make it bare minimum.
Where's the water? What the fuck was...
What was that? Okay.
I don't know why it fell. My phone was resting on it. I wasn't even touching it.
Whew. When I heard that... Bitch, are you a male? Show me your abdomen! You're a female. You're good to go, child. Things that you'll hear on my stream that you won't hear on anybody else's. Bitch, are you a male?
Like, bitch, are you a male?
See, what we're talking about is the roaches. What about you? All right, so these guys are taken care of for now. Ooh, that was such a good workout tonight. My arms feel so sore. That's the way I like it. I don't think that when I go and do my workouts, I'm going to try pushing past 40 around the worlds in a row. I'm just going to try to build it up so that I'm doing several sets of 40 and call it good.
I wonder
What?
if we put that double shelf there.
Here's what I was thinking about doing.
Not double, that big shelf.
We put the here so that we don't keep everybody out of the view. Here's what I want to do. I want to get the snake shelf right here, that longer one that can be adjusted, and I want to put it lengthwise up against this wall.
Like this way?
Like
or
this way. This way up against this wall.
sticking out a ways?
It'd be sticking out to like right about here, and it'd give us about a doorway's width right there, or it'd probably be right about here. And then we have the other shelving unit right here with possibly that desk in between them. And then this monstrosity that you're seeing right here that's actually a desk that has my leather jacket on it and a bunch of other shit because we're clutter fucks.
Really?
Yeah. Well, how would you like it?
The snake shelf along that. How many of these tall shelves are they using? Just one?
Well, there's going to be that one. We're still going to use this one over here, but we're going to clear it off. So snake shelf for 2 of the snakes that have the lighter cages. Like that shelf for little guys. And then we're going to have probably the centipede and the scorpion on that bottom rack because they can be in 70 degrees. And we are going to have the spiders on the next shelving unit over. And that
What if we had it snake unit, spider unit, little guy's unit, desk?
Maybe. But we also want to take into consideration that we don't want to put all of the weight in here because we don't know if the floors
Okay.
would sustain that.
Snakes, spiders, little guy stays there, and the desk in this corner.
Quite possibly that might work.
And then we could put one kennel here.
And then we wouldn't have to worry about...
I don't want anything sticking out because just our luck with the dogs. Boom.
Yeah, that's true.
And
Just...
keep this area open.
Yeah, no, money stress is no joke. It has been pretty stressful for us.
Well, we only need the one shelf for the snake. And then one of these if we leave little guy there.
Well, it's not just going to be for one snake. There are going to be 2 snakes
On
in
the
there.
one shelf, yeah.
On one shelf. Honey. Now these are our dubia roaches. Oh, they have been getting busy. Look at this nonsense. Okay, well, then move out of the way while I set this down. Oh. Why do you have it in such a stream?
That's how it was when I turned it on.
Is that a roach in there? No, it's a cricket. How does it look? Oh, that's another black light. A little bit over in that corner. All right. Here. I can get a better shot at this angle.
You're basically out of water.
Oh, you're going to need to fill that up.
Is this last one that's getting watered?
No, we got to water the males.
Oh.
Actually, do you think there's enough water in there to water the males?
Probably. Duchess, I was watching that. You don't want your daddy on screen?
It's always shitty. And that's something that a lot of people don't understand. A lot of these people that
And
are
expensive.
that are don't work. Okay, fill it up. A lot of people want to say all you got to do is work harder. That was a good mantra back when one job could pay for a house. But that no longer applies to what we're dealing with right now. It's no longer, you work hard for the American dream. It's you work hard just to survive. If you want to go and keep that mantra alive, the American dream being attainable, you've got to make it so. You've got to make it something that is well within the means of the average citizen.
Honey, I think I passed all over his bedtime.
He's so sad. Mimi asks, Miss Critter, how are you feeling today? You better be taking it easy. Look at the Oliver.
Have I been taking it easy?
Relatively speaking.
What was that supposed to
Look at that. There have been some times where you've been doing stuff you weren't supposed to, but that was kind of my fault. Like, for instance, I did not want to play Duchess's bullshit this morning where she wanted to go and flop onto her back and expose her belly when I was trying to take her outside. She goes and she tells me she needs outside, and then she makes me want to work for it. Or she wants to make me work for it. I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, but no, I'm not going to be working for it. Oh yeah, we need to do these guys and those guys.
Look at this. You gonna make the face? Oh, and it was funny at D&D tonight. Duchess and her brother Loki were wrestling outside. She turned from a white puppy to a
Oh my god, I've got to show them that video that I took of
You
it.
did take one?
I took one. Now this is our quarantine cage because all of the crickets died in there. And this is my I fucked up cage because I did not give them ample water supply at first.
Oh, then you gave them too much.
I wouldn't say too much. They're thriving now.
Yeah, but the crystal's too much. Yeah, that needs to happen.
pretty much become a sediment. All right. Now we got to take care of the male orange head roaches.
You know, you still have some of your other jerky.
Take it you said no, never mind.
Fine.
Is that mold?
Mm-hmm.
How is there mold in jerky?
It can happen with homemade if I don't use a curing salt.
Oh,
But this is also from how many weeks ago?
this is true.
That's why we keep it in the fridge when you're not eating. You still have a coconut to eat.
I need to crack that open tomorrow.
Yep. And lots of candy canes.
Yeah, no, it drives me nuts though. You know, it used to be back in the day, somebody working at a shoe store, clothing outlet, could afford a house for their family. And now, just to go and get yourself into a house for a family, you gotta be earning like at least 2 figures a year. Well, we lucked out because the person that we're going to be getting our house from wants to strike up a deal with us where we essentially take the expenses off their hands and work to pay it off. And that is really something beautiful because it makes it easier to acquire a house. But most people don't have that option. Most people don't have an in with people that just want to get rid of their house. But we do. And once we get this paid off, especially if we can get it paid off sooner rather than later, there are a lot of things that I want to do with this property that you guys are going to be watching.
Like putting a fence up.
Putting a fence up, getting another building out on the other section of the property.
Hun,
What?
you know we could get, what was it? 3 pounds of this stuff for $18.50.
Are you
And
serious?
this 1 pound is $10 a change.
Oliver, you gotta register that there's something in your way, buddy. You can't just push your way through stuff. You need to think. What's in your way? How do you get around it? Put your head down, get under it, and then push forward. Come on.
He's like, pet me.
Come on. There you go. That's how you get around it, buddy.
And now I hope shocking. Figured to go straight to the door.
Alright. Now, it is time.
For monkey.
Oh, yeah, monkey time. While I'm doing that, can you go and spritz the spooters? Monkey time and Oliver time. They both get time. Yeah, no. Here in Oregon, that's a big problem. There are some places that are renting out studio apartments for... I'll let you out in a second, Oliver. No, Duchess, no. Duchess, no. Stop.
He's like, yay, Daddy loves me.
Duchess!
Okay, here we go.
God damn it, dog. Leave it alone. Trying to get a kitty cat. There he is. There's the monkey. He's a good kitty catty. The other fellows are missing it. They love the kitty cat. Yeah. Fucking about like That is crazy. 2,200. And they wonder why they have a homeless problem in California. Just like we wonder why we have a homeless problem here in Oregon. You can't be doing that. You can't be letting the market, and it's not even a free market, do that shit to people. There's a reason why it's that expensive, and it's actually the corporations that are doing that. They are literally setting the prices through supply and demand. And then they are raking in all of those profits. As a matter of fact, there are some apartment buildings down in California that are pretty much all vacant because nobody can afford it. But there are homeless people living on the street just a block away. So it's craziness. I've heard of studios starting at 1,000. Yeah, we have that nonsense going on here. Let's go and take Oliver out. All right, Ollie, come on. Yeah.
I don't feel the more.
Honey,
What?
can you plug this in for me?
No.
I would plug it in over there because that's going to have to go back to being the spider cam. Yeah, honestly, people want to say that it's just the government or it's just corporations, but in reality, it's the corporations buying off the government to get away with shenanigans that really should not be a part of our lives. Like, for instance, Monsanto and the way that they're dealing with agriculture right now. Essentially, what will happen if you're trying to grow your own crop, Monsanto can come in, rent out property next to you, plant their crop, and if their crop cross-pollinates with your crop, and you try taking the seeds from your crop, they can come in, genetically test that crop that you are trying to store for next season, and if it comes up as cross-pollinated with their crop, you can get slapped with a lawsuit. Not them, because they didn't go and take the necessary precautions to prevent their crop from cross-pollinating, but you, because they are the larger corporations and they bought off the government. I would have a roommate. People are saying that their budget is $2,500 a month, and that is considered low. Like, that is wild. That is true. So true. Oh, man, that's crazy. Holy shit. What the fuck is going on? What is going on? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. The only reason why the market doesn't fix itself when it comes to housing like it did before is because things aren't helter-skelter when it comes to the housing market. Back in the day, what drove the housing market crash, what was it, 2003? I think? Or was it 2001? In any case, what happened was there were banks out there that were just handing out loans to everybody. And there were quite a few people out there that could not pay back those loans. So the banks started to tank. Everything started to crash. the cost of houses dropped. All sorts of shenanigans happened, but what occurred during that time is larger corporations came in and bought up those houses, and in some cases sat on them to turn a profit. What they did was they fucked with the supply and demand to suit their needs and their agenda. I'm not muted anymore. But yeah, if you missed it, I was talking about Monsanto before that. And what Monsanto likes to do is they will go and they will rent out or buy property to grow their crops, right? And their crops will be put next to somebody else who is growing private crops, growing their own stock. And individuals who want to go and store their seeds for the next year might wind up with Monsanto coming in to test whether their crop cross-pollinated with some random farmer that they managed to move in next to. And if that random farmer turns out to have a cross-pollinated crop that they pulled from, they can go in and sue them because they literally have a patent on their genes. Yeah. That's why a lot of people are forced into selling or growing certain crops. Durs. No Hulk smash, Durs. No Hulk smash. Electronics don't like to smash. Don't do it. I don't care if it's with your fist or something else. No smash, Durs. Don't do it. In any case, you guys have a good night. Stay safe. And remember, I better not see you on the news unless it is good news.